Hi, good evening, and welcome to this edition of the Cancer Coach Talks. It is so great to be here with you guys. I am really looking forward to talking to you tonight about some simple mindset shifts that can be incredibly powerful in your cancer journey. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. I don't think that anybody is live right this second. It takes a little bit for everybody to catch up. So while that is happening, if you're watching on replay, either uh, from Facebook or on YouTube or some other place. Thank you so much for my necklace is all askew. Look it's all like crazy town. So, hey, it's good to see you, Juan. Thank you so much for being here. Got to fix that because that'll drive me. I'm that person that will drive me crazy all night long as I'm watching the video. So hey, Juan, thank you so much for joining. It's good to see you guys. My name is Leslie Nance. I am the cancer coach, a certified holistic nutritionist, certified holistic cancer coach, and here with you I love this. Thank you so much for being here. And here with you every Tuesday night, really teaching you how to make your body an inhospitable environment to cancer and to disease. But for a lot of you, I know that cancer is a reality. This is something that you're dealing with right now. You are dealing with active cancer. Either you are, or a loved one is, or a friend or a family member, and you are trying to gather as much information as you can together to make this whole journey make a little sense. And so super stoked to talk to you about a simple mindset shift tonight that is really going to make a big difference in how you feel about the term, the big C. So let's take a minute. If you have not already, please share out to your community. Please share out on Facebook here. All you got to do is just hit that share button while you're watching this live and share out with your community. You never, ever know who needs this information. And I am super excited to share this with you tonight. So a little bit about me. I am a 6.5 year, going on 7-year cancer survivor. I had breast cancer, and that started me on a quest. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey tonight, but also just share with you a little bit of wisdom that I have as a cancer coach, how to make these simple mindset shifts. So if you will, if you are tuning in live or if you're in replay, let us know where you're tuning in from. Just a state is fine. If you want to share your city, that's fine. I am actually in Fort Collins, Colorado. It is right after 6 p.m. here. So I know there are a lot of you that watch from all over the world. So thank you so much for doing that. Please make sure that you turn on notifications for any stage cancer nutrition protocol so that you know when I do these live events, and keep an eye out when you turn on notifications. If you actually hit the get reminder, it will actually show up. It will ping you and let you know when I am live. So okay, let's get started tonight. Thank you so much. Oh, I love it. Janie saying hi, I miss you live. I know, I'm so happy to be here in a public forum. It's good to see you, Janie. Thank you so much for being here. Hello. Look, Denise is saying I am so looking forward to this. Me too, super excited. And then Juan is just saying hello, Juan. It's good to see you. All right, so let's get started here. If you guys leave a comment, you can ask questions throughout this. I will stop momentarily. I can actually see comments really well. And so I'll be stopping throughout the broadcast to answer your questions. And then we'll do a quick Q&A at the end here. So Tracy is tuning in here tonight from Berlin, Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for being here, Tracy. It's good to have you here. Super stoked that you guys are joining us live tonight. All right, so there is a term in the world that makes me cringe every time I hear it I should say that it used to make me cringe every time that I heard it until I made a massive mindset shift. And that term is the big C. Hey, Scott, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Scott's tuning in tonight from Canada. Thank you so much for being here. I think I got that right. Boy, it's been a long time since I talked to you, Scott, but I think I got that right. So, so yes, this term, the big C, makes me crazy town crazy because of a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons that it used to make me crazy is that I feel like it gives cancer way too much power. Did you know that as soon as you hear the word cancer and your name, that your immune function drops by as much as 50%? Now, this is a big deal. This is something that where we're giving over to a fear, where we're giving over to cancer being something that is controlling us. And this is not good. You have a blocked healing pathway. You guys hear me talk about healing pathways all the time. You have a blocked healing pathway if you are giving over to these fears and you're giving power over to cancer in your life, even if you have active cancer right now in your body. If you give it so much time and so much of your energy using terms like the big C, and I know you're thinking, well, one little thing like this isn't going to make a difference. Try me. Try me if you think it's not going to make a difference. And I'm actually going to explain tonight how you can actually reframe this thought process to make this term work for you instead of against you. But I beg to ask the question, why in the world why do we say the big C? I think there was even like a TV show or something about the big C. Like, I want to say it like that because it's, because that's how people use it. But why do we even use a term like this? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we give so much power to the word cancer? Right? For some of us, it's the most scariest thing that will ever, 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 ever happen to us. The big C is the scariest thing that will ever happen to us in our lifetime. And a lot of us, I have a lot of people that say, I don't even dignify it, right? I don't even dignify it with saying the word cancer. I won't even say the word cancer. I'm like, why not? They're like, well, because then that means that I have it. Well, you do have it. That's the reality of it, is that if you have active cancer, you have cancer, and not saying the word is not going to change that. What's going to change that is proper nutrition, is proper mindset, is proper treatments, choosing treatments that are right for you, believing in the treatments that you are doing. Those are the things that are going to change it, not by not saying the word, not by saying something like the big C. And please, as a reminder, please share out on your Facebook page this talk so that lots of people can see it and maybe join in. You never know whose life you're going to change just by one simple share like this, if you think that this is good information. But, here's the other reason that we say it. It makes us uncomfortable to say the word cancer. It makes us uncomfortable to think about the word cancer. Whether we have cancer or not, it makes us uncomfortable to even think about or say the word cancer, right? All of a sudden, every negative emotion that you can ever conjure up in your entire life comes flooding in like a big, giant, awful wave that is about to destroy a bunch of stuff in your life. Right? And so we get scared to even say the word. And so we use terms like the big C. It makes others uncomfortable. This is the other reason why we say things like this. People tend to whisper the word cancer too. She has cancer. What? This is giving cancer way, way, way too much power in your life. Now, while we're on the subject of giving cancer too much power, I want to invite you, if you have not already, if you have not watched this webinar, and you can find it right here at this link, bit.ly/cancerboss. If you have not enrolled and watched that, you are missing out. This is the 5 steps. This is the 5 shifts that you need to take to become the boss of your cancer and stop letting cancer boss you around. And if you're using terms like the big C, or you're whispering it when you say the word cancer, that means you need a shift. And there's 5 of them in this training. So write it down, whatever you want to do, bit.ly/cancerboss. Go check it out. It is completely, absolutely 100% free. And I would be honored if at the end of that you took a moment to leave me some feedback about it. Tell me how it maybe affected your life and how it changed things for you. So the other reason that we use terms like the big C is because it makes other people uncomfortable. I have the big C. She's got the big C. My mom has the big C. My daughter has the big C. My uncle has the big C. I have the big C. I think I already said that, but it's worth repeating. Right? It makes other people uncomfortable for you to say the word cancer. And so we use terms like the big C. This makes me crazy because you are giving all your power away to cancer. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not worth it. We're going to make the mindset shift tonight. I'm going to teach you how to make a shift in your perspective tonight. I'm going to give you this takeaway. The other reason that we say it is because for most of us, the big C or cancer is our worst nightmare come true. How many of you here tonight have always feared getting cancer? Just type in, give me a thumbs up, type in the number 1, whatever. But this has always been a fear of yours, warranted or not, in your family, not in your family, have health problems that can cause it, have been exposed to toxins, whatever it is. Give us a thumbs up or a 1, just type in the number 1 if this is something that you have always feared. For a lot of us, cancer is our biggest nightmare come true. It feels like it has come here to rob something from us. It feels like it has come here to steal from us. There's Janie. Yeah, right? Me too. Me too, by the way. Feared it my entire life. Not anymore, but feared it my entire stinking life. We feel like it has come here to take us hostage, to hold our life in hostage. I had somebody say to me the other day on a phone call, she said, my life was terrible before cancer. And I thought to myself one day, it could never get worse than this. Hi, Laura. Thank you guys for your honesty. It could never get worse. My life could end. Trust me, she had been through a lot. And she said, I thought to myself, my life could never get worse. And then the thing that I feared the most happened to me. She had cancer. We feel like it's come to steal something from us. And she said to me, I would give anything to go back to my pre-cancer life, which was total hell compared to what my life is like dealing with this cancer. And I was like, OMG, this is serious. This is something that we have to learn to deal with. We have to stop giving so much power away to this thing that has happened to us, right? And while it is true that cancer is the biggest, suckiest, crappiest thing that can happen in our lives, the real truth of that is that cancer is not as powerful as we like to think of it. We think of it as this big, bad, powerful thing, right? We think of it in our body. We think about it growing. We think about it getting bigger. We think about it taking over. We think about it killing us or killing our loved ones. But in reality, cancer is actually weak, deformed cellular structure. It's not strong and powerful. It is weak and deformed. It's the ugly vegetable in your body. Somebody just sent me a link to this company that does these ugly vegetables. And now it's like totally on my brain. Like it's like stuck there. So you like get a subscription and for like half the price of organic produce in the grocery store, they send you things that are ugly. Anyway, it doesn't really have anything to do with anything. It's just curious that somebody actually does that. Right? Janie's saying that cancer in the brain scares me to death. I bet, Janie, because you have some evidence in your life that it's not a good thing, right? But cancer is actually weak, deformed cells. These are not strong cells. You know what's strong? Your healthy cells. What? And you know what happens when you make them stronger? Cancer doesn't stand a chance. People ask me all the time, is it possible to heal holistically? Yes, it is. Is it easy? No, it's not. Is it going to take a lot of hard work? Yes, it is. Are you going to have some trials and tribulations? Abso-freaking-lutely. But what if you thought of cancer as not the big C, but weak, deformed cells in the body? What if you started to take back some of the power? Because your healthy cells are way stronger. And you have in relative terms, you have very few weak, deformed cells in your body, and you have trillions. Hear my words. You have trillions of healthy cells. So how do we empower that army to keep us strong and healthy? We'll talk more about that as we go along here. So here's the big mindset shift. So get ready with your questions, okay? Get ready with your questions, because after I give you this next piece of the puzzle, I am going to take questions. So you can go ahead and type them in now. I will actually see them in the feed. So you're welcome to type them in right now. But I'm gonna give you the solution to this one problem, which is how do we get rid of this mindset around the big C, right? The big C. Thank you, Janie. So a little bit about my story. Cancer was given to me as a gift. And a lot of you are like, well, my God, that's not a gift I'd want. I'd give that sucker right back. Right? I'd like to make an exchange. Cancer was given to me as a gift. I had a very serious cancer. I'm not going to lie. It could have very easily killed me within a year or two. It didn't. It's been 6.5 years. I'm not dead. But cancer gave me one of the biggest gifts that I've ever received in my entire life. And I don't think that I could have ever received it fully unless I had to go through something as dark as cancer. And so when I think of the word or the term, the big C, and this is just a mindset shift that I made for myself. So please keep that in mind. This is something I had to reframe because I despise the term so much, the big C. I had to shift it and make it work for me instead of against me. And this is what I call a reframe. Anytime that you can empower your mind to work for you instead of against you, this is a very powerful thing. And so the big C for me actually has turned into the big clarity. And here's all the things that I got clear on when I was diagnosed with cancer. Here's a big, long, stinking list. 1, what I thought was healthy, how I thought I was living my life, and how I associated being thin with being healthy was incorrect. I needed to change the way that I felt about food. I had to change my relationship with food. And once I did that, I'm actually healthier now at 48 years old than I ever was at 42 years old or previously. So that's one thing that it gave me clarity on. Number 2, it made me cherish every second with my family and my friends and never take for granted the other human beings that are on this planet. whether I know their struggles or not, recognizing the human being in every single person that I come across. That is clarity. Number 3, it taught me how to stop being so critical. Now, I refer to myself pre-cancer as cynical Barbie. I cared mostly about what I look like and what kind of car I drove and how much money I was making, way more than I cared about the things that actually meant something in my life. And I was very cynical. My favorite saying was, if you don't have something nice to say, come sit by me. And I will tell you that cynical Barbie died when I was diagnosed with cancer because my life gained clarity. The fourth thing that it gave me is it gave me my purpose. My dad said to me when I started my journey on coaching other people through their cancer diagnosis, my dad said to me, there's a quote by Mark Twain that says, there are 2 most important days in a person's life is the day that they're born and the day that they find out why. And cancer gave me that clarity to understand the why. I knew that what I knew about, or what I had learned about keeping the body healthy, about keeping the body whole, about making the body an inhospitable environment to cancer, I could never in a million trillion years keep to myself. And I had to go on a quest to tell as many people as I could about what I knew. And that's why I became a cancer coach. That's why I became a holistic nutritionist. That's why I have several titles underneath my belt now, is so that I can teach people what it takes to make their bodies an inhospitable environment to cancer and to disease. Hi, Jane. It gave me clarity about how to love more fully. And I don't just mean people, I mean everything. How to enjoy the sunshine, how to watch the little birds in my bird feeder outside and take a moment for myself, and how to enjoy a cool breeze on a summer day, and how to stop and put my freaking cell phone down and not have to record every single bit of my life on social media. It gave me so much clarity. So the big C turned into the big clarity in my life. Now then, I told you a little bit about my story, right? And get ready with your questions because we're going to go to that right in just a few minutes here. So if you have questions about anything, cancer, health, I can't answer specifics, but I can point you in the right direction. I don't give Band-Aids out for cancer, so you'll never see me do that. Most likely you're going to get invited to make a phone call if it's something specific, but I'll give you the link to do that. But see how I shifted the power away from cancer and shifted it towards my healing? Do you see what that one simple mindset shift did? Instead of going, oh, I hate that term. I hate that term, the big C. It's such a horrible term. People. Instead of doing that, I decided to make it work for me instead of against me. Because if I'm always pissed off about it, then it's working against me. But if I reframe it into something that works for me, it makes a huge shift. And believe it or not, I unblock a healing pathway when I do that. So what are the things that are underneath your skin right now? How can you shift those? How can you reframe it to make it work for you instead of against you? It's a really powerful notion. I can teach you to do this. If this is something that you're struggling with, I can teach you to do this. And this is the part where you get to the end and you're like, oh, she's going to sell me something. Nope, not going to sell you anything. What I am going to do is I'm going to invite you. If you are dealing So here's the people that I work with, just to be crystal clear. I only work with people who are dealing with an active cancer diagnosis. As a cancer coach, as a one-on-one cancer coach, I only work with people who have an active cancer diagnosis, are within or are within a year of treatments, like you had treatments a year or less ago, then I'm happy to talk to you as well. It doesn't matter what kind of cancer it is. It doesn't have to be any particular type of cancer, any stage of cancer. That's what my name means. Any stage cancer nutrition protocol lends itself to any stage, any type of, any stage of treatment, any stage of cancer, any stage of, the process, whatever it is. I am here to serve. I can help you make your body an inhospitable environment to cancer. And if you're going through active cancer treatments, help you feel better and recover faster between the treatments. So you can learn to do this too. Mindset is a huge part of the game, right? It's a huge part of the game. And the people that do the very, very best through treatment and through their cancer journey and survive cancer are the people who do not let it boss them around. Because as soon as you let cancer start bossing you around, you have a blocked healing pathway, and it's going to be very, very difficult for you to heal fully and wholly. All right. So if you are ready and you're watching this right now, whether in replay or live right here, and you want to speak to me, you're like, okay, I dig this girl. I think she can help me. Then here's what you want to do. You want to go to GoToKitchens, which is our sister site. This is all about to change, by the way, but to gotokitchens.com/apply. And if you haven't checked out gotokitchens.com, you should just check that out on its own. But gotokitchens.com/apply is a place that you can book a free call with me. It is absolutely free. It takes about 45 minutes, and I am there to help you. I call them breakthrough calls, and I am there to help you have a breakthrough. So please, please, please check it out, right? Please check it out. GoToKitchens.com/apply. Okay, so I'm going to just take a few minutes and answer any of your questions. If you have any questions, please type them in. I did not have any early on the post today. So yes. So I will be back here next Tuesday. I will actually not be here. I have an engagement that I am attending, so I will not be here next Tuesday. So I'll be here the Tuesday after that. Terrence is saying, hi, Terrence. It's good to see you. Have to stay spiritual and positive. Yes, I talk about, positivity is great, but it needs to be something that is deep inside your gut. You can fake it till you make it with positivity. But yes, it needs to be something that is deep inside your gut there. Jane is saying, hi, Jane. It's good to have you. Thank you so much. Love seeing your smiling face there. Thank you so much for being here with us. A lot of you had typed in the number 1 that you had always feared cancer. Totally get on board with that and agree with it, right? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, no questions this evening. I know it takes you guys a while to type in some questions. If you have any questions, please type those in. Let me just again say my name is the camera got disconnected somehow. My name is Leslie Nance. I am the cancer coach. If you want to leave a comment here in replay, be happy to do that to try to get those. Please forgive us if we're a little slow with that. We only have one person that works on that, and it's a little difficult to get to all of those. So please forgive us if we're a little slow with answering your questions. So I'm just going to give it a few more minutes here. Yes, it was like totally warm here today. It was the first day where it's actually been like in the 80s and not storming. The sun is shining. It was a beautiful day today. I was tempted to actually do this broadcast outside. So yeah, but I decided not to. All right, no questions here. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully it just resonated so much you don't even have like I answered your questions right away. So please reach out to me. Again, Leslie Nance, certified holistic nutritionist, certified holistic cancer coach, coming here on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. for the Cancer Coach Talks. Thank you so much for joining. I will leave those links in the comments of this. So if you want to click on those, you can. I will see you very soon. See you guys. Bye.